mentor have to give your vote. Please make sure that you are logged into your Telegram account. In your main menu, you'll see a button that says vote for top coach. Go ahead and tap that. You will be prompted to enter the name of your preferred coach, then confirm your selection. Once you confirm, your vote is submitted. If you don't see the vote for the top coach button is in your main menu. Simply type a / in the chat to refresh your menu and it will appear. So once again, make sure that you're logged into your Telegram accounts. In your main menu, you'll see a button that says vote for the top coach. Go ahead and tap that. You'll be prompted to enter the name of your preferred coach, then confirm your selection. Once you confirm, your vote is submitted. If you don't see the vote for the top coach button in your main menu, simply type a / in the chat to refresh your menu and it will appear.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to you that on your screen at this time are the images of your various coaches, and at this point you have the opportunity to choose the top coach from the 2026 Intellibus AI Hackathon. So we must remind you that we need you to go ahead and log into your Telegram account, and in your main menu you'll see a button that says Vote for Top Coach. You can simply go ahead and do that by simply tapping that button. You'll be prompted to enter the name of your preferred coach, then confirm your selection. Once you confirm, your vote is submitted. It's that simple. If you don't see the Vote for Top Coach button in your main menu, simply type / in the chat, and that's the actual symbol. So you're going to put the / in your chat, refresh your menu, and it will appear. Thank you so very much, and go ahead right now and vote for your top coach. Ladies and gentlemen, just a few more minutes to go for you to vote for your top coach. A reminder that that process is being facilitated through our Telegram platform. So we're encouraging you to go ahead and do so now. And just a reminder that once you log into the Telegram platform, you simply need to go to your main menu where you'll see a button that says Vote for Top Coach. Go ahead and tap that button. You'll be prompted to enter the name of the preferred coach, then confirm your selection. Now, once you confirm, your vote will be submitted, and that's it. We're encouraging you to do so right now, as in short order. We will begin our official award ceremony, and lest we forget that Intellibus has on offer a number of jobs and scholarships, not only for those who are in the top 10. So we encourage you to stick around. In fact, you can make your way to the seats closer to the front of the room. We're encouraging you to make your way all the way up at this time as we prepare to start. So we want to remind you that our award ceremony will take place shortly, and we have a number of awards in store, not only for our top 3 teams, and of course, you know it's $15,000 in cash and prizes that are up for grabs, but we also have special awards for community impact, education, accessibility. We also have awards for our Capture the Flag execution that took place overnight. So all of those activities will be awarded during the ceremony, which will take place shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I invite you to kindly take your seats as we are ready for the 2026 Intellibus AI Hackathon Award Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to take your seats as we are ready for our official award ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you at the back, we invite you to take seats closer to the front as we are ready to begin our official awards ceremony. Our special dignitaries and guests, I invite you to take your seats also as we are ready to get the official proceedings going. Thank you so very much for your cooperation, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, as I welcome you to the official start of our award ceremony, to welcome Ambassador Audrey Marks, Minister without Portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister responsible for efficiency, innovation, and digital transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Minister as I invite you to crave your attention as we begin our official program. Let me also acknowledge Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Dr. Rocky Mead. Put your hands together for him also, please. As I also say a very special welcome to Colonel Charles Jr., Minister of Labor and Social Security. You know the drill. A round of applause, please, for him. Other government officials who are present here this afternoon. Let me also say a very special welcome to our founder of Intellibus, Mr. Ed Wattle. along with other members of the Intellibus team. Of course, Graham is here, and other distinguished members of the Intellibus team. Mr. Chris Record is also in the room. He is a member of the Jamaica AI Task Force and also a friend of Intellibus. Put your hands together for him also. But of course, this hackathon would not be possible without our partners. And I see in the room Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Gail Ranglin Edwards from the Jamaica Defence Force. Put your hands together for her. And I must say at this juncture that this iteration of our hackathon has been brought to you in close partnership with the Jamaica Defence Force. So I need a bigger round of applause for the JDF for helping us to make this one possible. We also have Sandra Maynard from the University of the West Indies, UWI. She is Pro-Vice Chancellor of the UWI, and we say a very special welcome to her. Put your hands together for her as well. The UWI, a key partner for us, as well as UTech. And of course, let's put your hands together for all of you in this room that participated in the largest AI hackathon in the English-speaking Caribbean. If that's the applause you give yourselves, I don't want it. That is much better. You are again a part of history, the third ever Intellibus AI Hackathon right here at the National Arena, of course, a bigger venue for a bigger event. My name is Javon Keys, and the pleasure is mine to take you through this afternoon's award ceremony. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I ask you to put your hands together for the gentleman who has had the vision all of these years to provide 10,000 jobs, to provide the opportunity for Jamaicans to be able to benefit from the knowledge and skills in artificial intelligence. By now you must know who I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Ed Wattle. You gotta keep that applause going for him until he lands.
Thank you. Thank you all. First off, thank you to all the participants. I know it's grueling 36 hours, 24 hours of non-stop coding, and I appreciate everyone, especially those who have come from far away and are still staying back despite not winning. So give all the people who did not win and are still here in the room a big, big round of applause, please. And if any of you feel that you know, you could have won, you should have won, and I know that feeling. I have lost a lot of times. So if you have that feeling sitting there saying, hey, you know what, I don't know, the judges, I don't think they didn't really understand me. Sure, find me. I'm here. I'm not leaving. I'll be here after 7 p.m. Come talk to me, and I won't give you a prize because you know it's a fair competition, but I will hear you out. And if you don't have time today, you know, I'm at University of West Indies, or one of the places you can find me. I'm here in Jamaica all of next week. So find me. The teams will help you find me. And I'll be happy to listen to you, happy to understand your journey. And it's been so incredible to meet some of the people who are, I'm just thrilled to see all of them. You know, people who've come from every parish of Jamaica. And most importantly, I'm very thankful to our not only our guests, and I'm going to speak about our guests in a moment, but most importantly, our speakers that we heard today. From Kelsey Holmes, you heard from AWS. She is leading partnerships, and it's going to be a key factor in creating jobs. Now, we've got all the smart people in the room. We've seen what they can do, and Jamaican economy will grow if they get the right jobs. And we don't want brain drain. We don't want all the smart people then leaving the country and going to AWS working there. So AWS is very keen to work with us and make sure the jobs come here. Obviously, there's no commitments, no agreements yet. But we're having the conversations. You heard from Kelsey, and more to come. And you also heard Matt Higgins, you know, who's been a shark on Shark Tank. You heard that. He's a venture capital investor. You heard from him that Jamaica has the potential, has the opportunity. But most importantly, we all heard from Gokul Rajaram. Do everybody remember Gokul Rajaram? Yes, Gokul Rajaram, the only person who has directly worked with Larry Page, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jack Dorsey, all three of them, and been behind creating billions of dollars of value in global economic markets. And how many of us remember what he said? He said the next Larry Page can come from Jamaica. Guys, I need a big round of applause for that. And remember what he said. He said, don't ask for Silicon Valley's permission, just do it, like Nike says, just do it. And that's the spirit of this hackathon. You've just done it. It was such a pleasure to see the 10 teams. And again, we don't know who's going to win. It was, Ambassador Marks, it was great to see the Knox College up here. That was great. Minister Charles, such a pleasure to have you. It's been great collaborating with you during the Melissa missions, and it's great to see your support for the young generation. And thank you for coming with your children. That's even so endearing, and I'm glad that they're here. And you know, of course, Permanent Secretary Mead, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And last but not least, I have to acknowledge Gail Ranglin, who's been a great partner from JDF. We'll hear from her shortly. And of course, Ms. Maynard. Without you, a lot of this would not have been possible. And least of all, Graham Thompson, WDG, World Digital Governance, our partner. It's been a privilege for me to be part of the World Digital Governance Organization, so thank you for having me, and thank you for being here. But most importantly, this is about you, each one of you, and I'm talking to the young generation, those of you who are here, those of you who are listening right now to the live stream online, or going to watch this live stream in the future. Remember that great things happen with small beginnings. The very small beginning of how all this started was me having a conversation with a professor in one of the universities in Jamaica. And we were sitting in an office, and they were like, and we were as Intellibus here trying to see what we want to do. And the idea of a hackathon came up. And I asked him, okay, sure, what's been the size of the biggest hackathon that happened? And he said it was Microsoft. I said, okay, it's a big company, you can't compete with that. He says, how many people showed up? This is 50 people showed up with a lot of pride. And when he said that, I was like, okay, but that doesn't sound like a hackathon to me, because I've conducted at least a 200 people hackathon in the US. So I asked him, so but how did 50 people show up? Because the question was, are there enough people in Jamaica who want to come to a hackathon? And he said, no, they give $10,000 of prizes. So I was like, okay, that's a lot, but let's give 15,000. So he says, okay, you'll get at least 50 people, I'm sure. And then the rest is history. You know, first hackathon, 350 people. Second hackathon, bigger. And this hackathon, the largest one Jamaica and, of course, the Caribbean has ever seen. In fact, this would have been larger. We had some misgivings in our planning. But definitely, so I want to leave everyone with a thought, with a promise. And I can't deliver this promise by myself. We will have to make a promise to each other today that together, we are going to break the Guinness Book of World Record for the largest hackathon in the world right here in Jamaica. Are you making that promise to me? It's a promise. We can't break it. So thank you very much. Lovely to have you, and thank you all.
Now, after a presentation like that, you must give him a bigger round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The principle behind Intellibus and the brainchild behind our execution today. And each time we think that we're at the ceiling of what we can do, Ed comes and he says we can do it bigger and better, and here we are. So once again, please, a big round of applause for Ed. And I know the folks online who are joining us on YouTube must be giving some rounds of applause in the chat. We say thank you so very much to you, Ed, and thank you for your vision. And again, remember, you're gonna stick around because we have a number of jobs on offer, as well as scholarship opportunities through the Intellibus AI Academy, and so much more, so you do not want to miss anything. Now, of course, as we said earlier, this year's hackathon was being executed with close partnership with the Jamaica Defence Force, and we're so happy to have Lieutenant Colonel Gail Ranglin Edwards in our midst. Of course, in this room, we had hundreds of students, and many of them are aspiring engineers, technologists from across Jamaica, and of course, various universities. Now, with this hackathon, the Jamaica Defence Force has assisted us to ensure that we were able to expertly execute it. And of course, one of the things that was also very unique with this hackathon is that, guess what? We had a team from the JDF that participated in the hackathon. And you saw them presenting earlier. Yes, don't be afraid to give them a round of applause. Because beyond just protecting Jamaica's borders, clearly the JDF has a keen interest in ensuring that we're protecting our cybersecurity. And we're so happy to have them here. So to tell us a little bit more about the JDF partnership and how this has blossomed into a relationship that we hope will prosper for many years to come, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Gail Ranglin.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Hackathon teams. So it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon, and on behalf of our Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems-Gorman, I would like to thank the Intellibus team for inviting us to partner on a wonderfully executed activity today. Please, I'm very impressed with the brilliance and the level of innovation shown by the youth here, and I must say, having participated in many other hackathons internationally, Jamaica, we bright and we're bright bad. Other countries have nothing on us and the sky's the limit. And I must say that a lot of these ideas should not stop here. It should extend beyond execution. So I want to challenge each and every one of you to take the opportunity to speak with Mr. Wattal and see what is possible. Because even though you all have wonderful ideas, we could only select 10. And I'm sure there are many, many other possibilities that will extend beyond this event today. And for that, I want to invite you all to give yourselves a good round of applause. So, Intellibus, the partnership that created this beautiful exercise was spawned when we met at an event where we were asked to respond to Hurricane Melissa. And my brief introduction with Mr. Wattal came when I saw this gentleman and he said, "Oh, I need 50 trucks to go to Western Jamaica the following morning to execute humanitarian activities." And I'm like, what is this man thinking? How can we deliver 50 trucks to Western Jamaica in a matter of hours? And let me tell you, if you have had any experience with the Intellibus team, one thing is for certain: nothing is impossible and everything is huge and large. And I'm telling you, Intellibus, you guys have a wonderful heart. The level of human touch, human nature, just the warmth of your team, it is just truly inspiring. And for that, I really want to applaud you for investing in the youth in Jamaica and just thinking that there's more that we can offer as a nation. And for that, I want to thank you. And of course, being here, I want to encourage all our youth to think about how we can serve our nation, not only for national security, but we saw wonderful presentations on health. And yes, of course, I must say that because I'm a medical doctor, but there's so many problems that we face today, and just harnessing that level of need for solving some of the world problems and utilizing and capitalizing on the technology we have, we can do so much more. And for that, I want to challenge the Intellibus team in partnering with other organizations and the University of the West Indies to create a catalyst hub to ensure that there's this continued collaboration and contact with our youth to even expand and develop even more possibilities for our youth. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together once again for Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Edwards, please. And we say thank you to her and the JDF team for the continued partnership. And thank you for reinforcing the idea of service above self, which we know is big for our founder, Mr. Ed Wattal. Of course, as was mentioned, the team at Intellibus really found it important to see how best we could support Western Jamaica after the passage of Hurricane Melissa. And of course, I know that there's so much more that's in the heart of Intellibus to be done to help to support Jamaica, and we cannot wait to see what that looks like. Of course, there's one minister we know who will speak highly about social security and ensuring that the continuity of Jamaica's best interest and Jamaicans' best interest will be there. And ladies and gentlemen, that gentleman is Minister of Labor and Social Security, Colonel Charles Jr. Of course, this gentleman has experience not just in that realm, but before he was Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. And of course, he's a two-time Member of Parliament serving the Southeast Clarendon constituency. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please make welcome Mr. Colonel Charles Jr., Minister of Labor and Social Security, to come forward and give greetings to this, the largest AI hackathon in the English-speaking Caribbean. So please sound like the largest hackathon in the English-speaking Caribbean, please.
Good evening, all. Good to be here. Let me acknowledge, of course, Ed and the Intellibus team, my colleague, Minister, who is the one that will really be speaking. I'm just here to say hello for a bit. PS, Pro Vice Chancellor, JDF, who is here. And it would be remiss of me if I did not acknowledge my eldest daughter, Pia Elise Gabrielle Childs, who is here. Can you give her a round of applause? She's my assistant today, taking video. And my eldest son, who is here, Sir James, Colonel James. You can stand up, let them see you. And I brought them here today because what this function represents is the future. And it represents, for me at least, the next generation of leadership in thinking for the Caribbean. I think it's an explosion of opportunity, and as Minister of Labor and Social Security, I already see many things that are relevant to me. Jobs, that's number one. Number two, jobs. Number three, jobs. And number four, jobs. So, again, four very important things that I think are all relevant. And I want to say to you, Ed, and your team, you encourage a lot of persons around you with the sense of purpose and the energy and the fun that you bring to what you're doing. It's good to see that you have the World Digital Governance team with you, and together it's really opening up an entire opportunity and sector for us in Jamaica, for us to be able to expose to you and to the world the brilliance of the children and the young adults and all who are here in this country. I was saying to you that I do strongly believe that if you have around 500-600 persons here, at the next instance, you may have way over 1,000 or way over 2,000 if we can get it right and start at an earlier age. Because there is brilliance sprinkled across the length and breadth of Jamaica that is just waiting to erupt. And these are the kinds of events that will really agitate and disrupt what is the normal tendency and trend, and push people to think differently and think out of the box, and to understand that weird is cool, and to really just be themselves, and to move beyond the norm. And that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I like about it, and that's why I came here to give my support. So our unemployment rate is now at one of its lowest, and my goal is to totally eradicate it. You can help. This can help by creating thousands of jobs for more Jamaicans, and for us to explore, expand, and be able to constructively manipulate the online world and all the digital innovation and opportunities that will come with it. Thanks again for what you're doing. We want to continue to give you our support. And thank you to all of you, all the teams. And I'm glad to see JDF here. And I want to use the opportunity as I close to send a message to JDF from Jamaica. If you did not know before, Hurricane Melissa would have confirmed that JDF stands as one of the most excellent institutions that this country has ever had. I must tell you, I started my political career with the Prime Minister giving me the opportunity to serve in national security as Minister of State. And I went on to several portfolios. And I must tell you, during Hurricane Melissa, we have former Chief of Defense Staff here. During Hurricane Melissa, I saw the heart of the JDF, where nights and mornings, when everybody else was able to go back home, it's the JDF that we could rely on to be there with us out. If it's even to lift a mattress, to just be there in the vehicle as a presence, whatever it is, whatever it was. So again, if I don't get the opportunity ever again, I want to say to the JDF publicly, thank you for your service and your sacrifice on behalf of the entire Jamaica. Again, all the best to you. Congrats to the winners. And that means that all of you are winners. Just being here, you have won. One love.
Another round of applause, please, for Minister of Labor and Social Security, Colonel Charles Jr. Now, one of the things that we learn in broadcast journalism is that we never take for granted that our audience, especially because we have a number of people just joining us today and online, we never take for granted that people really understand the full context to everything that has taken place. So let's walk you through where we are now. It is now 6:23 p.m. here at the National Arena, and the spectators and participants have been here since yesterday morning at about 8 a.m. They did not leave this room. They have been here since then, and the official start of the competition was at 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon, and since then they have been drooling and churning out ideas and focusing on ensuring that through the use of AI and other supplemental tools, they were able to come up with real-world solutions to various problems. At 2 p.m. today, their final submissions were made, and our adjudicators had the tough and diligent task of choosing 10 out of the hundreds of applications that were submitted throughout the process. Just to let you know that we have students under 13 years old here who were here and participated. Someone gets the message. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. We had high schoolers participating, and a number of high schools are represented, so let's give our high schoolers a round of applause as well. And yes, of course, we know we had our university students, the University of the West Indies, the UTECs, the UCCs, the NCUs, they were all in this room. But I also want you to appreciate the fact that every single participant, we're not all coders or students who are studying information technology. There are a number of participants who were here who had no coding experience. There were some who even had no idea what a hackathon was, but they chose to sign up because they saw AI and saw the importance of coming into a space where there's an appreciation of its importance. That is significant. So let's again give every participant a big round of applause for being a part of this historic event. And even further context for you, that we had we had 5 challenges, as we call them, that participants were able to choose from or consider in their process of selecting which project they'll focus on. And those 5 core areas were those 5 areas included clean waste to energy. And of course, we know that here in Jamaica, that's a major consideration for us. Agricultural solutions, digital banking and financial inclusion, as well as access was another one. We also had smart commerce, of course, allowing for SMEs to be able to utilize technology to grow. And we also had resilient infrastructure as another item for persons to consider. So after all of that, we are now here. And as you heard earlier, we have 10 groups that were chosen, and we had those presentations earlier. And in a matter of minutes, we will be able to announce for you the 2026 Intellibus AI Hackathon champions. But before we get there, we have someone in our midst who knows quite a bit about digital transformation, efficiency, and technology. And we are so honored and pleased to have with us Ambassador Audrey Marks. Of course, she has served for more than a decade as Jamaica's ambassador to the United States, and she has played a critical role in strengthening economic, technology, and investment ties between Jamaica and the United States. Before entering public service, she built one of Jamaica's most successful fintech companies as founder of, how many of us know the institution that Ambassador Marks is founder of? Let me see, this is a test. I see a hand over there. Shout it, let me hear. You're not shouting it, and everybody in this room should be shouting it. Any of us ever heard about Paymaster? Any of us ever use Paymaster? Well, we must thank Ambassador Audrey Marks for Paymaster. And of course, Paymaster is a pioneering digital payment service, not just here in Jamaica, but in the entire Caribbean. Now, today she serves as Minister of Efficiency, Innovation, and Digital Transformation, helping lead Jamaica's strategy to modernize government services, expand digital infrastructure, and of course, position Jamaica as a hub for innovation and technology. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together for Ambassador Audrey Marks. I need a better round of applause than that for the ambassador, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now that I'm aware that I'm the person standing between all the participants and their prize, and I think the prize for the first prize is about $800,000 for that team. Second prize, $400,000. Huh? We shouldn't call it out as yet? All right, no more. I won't call out the rest of the prizes. I'll leave that for the persons who are in charge of the prize giving to speak about. But I don't want to stay very long today. But I must tell you, Mr. MC, thank you. And I will share with you that back in those days when I started Paymaster, innovations in technology was still a rarity. As one of the first persons to use the internet for commercial reasons, for commercial purposes. Today, as I'm looking at what is happening in Jamaica with these hackathons, I'm believing that there'll be so many more innovators using technology to create businesses that I'm feeling very enthused. And I thank you, Mr. Edward Tall, and the entire Intellibus team for what you're doing. This is your third hackathon, and this is your biggest to date at over 700 participants. But you have thrown out a challenge to Jamaicans, and you know Jamaicans like challenges. So you have said that you want Jamaica to enter the Guinness Book of World Records to have the most persons participating in a hackathon. And the most that has participated to date is 2,657 in a hackathon. So Jamaica, we are ready for the next hackathon to have 3,000 Jamaicans participating. So everyone here, we're prepared to come back for the next hackathon. I know that you have a partner, Mr. Wattle, in me and the government of Jamaica. We'll be going out and helping to build the numbers to make sure we get to 3,000 for the next hackathon. Yes, Jamaica. Team Jamaica is on that challenge. But before I say anything else, let me thank you for the theme for today's event. Build, innovate, and win. Minister Charles, this is so timely, because this is a time when we want to focus on rebuilding, coming out of Hurricane Melissa. And many persons are feeling like, how will Jamaica ever recover? We lost almost 40% of our GDP. But on every side where there's a crisis, there's an opportunity. And we have the opportunity to come out of Melissa and build back so much stronger. And part of that will involve building our capacity, not just physical infrastructure, but our capacity as a people. And that is why this is so important. Because especially when I see the high schoolers, and let me just acknowledge the high schools from my constituency, Christiana High School, Knox, and Homewood. I'm so happy to see you turning out. So you see this formula now. You have to go to the high schools around the country. They're not afraid that they're competing with other participants that are much older. They are here and they are doing their best, and Knox, congratulations for making it into the top 10. I was very pleased to see that the apps that were developed today, you're not coding in the abstract. You're looking at solutions, and you're creating apps that are going to that are going to solve some of the problems that you are experiencing today. I see where, for example, Minister Charles, we just met Jason from Montego Bay. He lost his roof. Many family members lost their roofs. And what he did, when he used this opportunity to create a solution using technology that will make rebuilding of roofs easier. How amazing is that? And he came all the way from Montego Bay with his roof where he has a roof fixing going on, and he left it to come here and participate. Jason, where are you? Congratulations. I see from the top 10 that there is a group from Knox that have created Government Bridge. And I must tell you that I went all the way to Estonia to look at some solutions as we look to create a digital twin for the government of Jamaica services. It will be called Government Digital Twin. And Ambassador Rocky Mead, my permanent secretary, is here, and he has been very supportive. In fact, he arranged that tour in Estonia for me. But P.S., I'm realizing I didn't need to go to Estonia. These young people from Knox created Government Bridge, GovBridge, and some of the same solutions that we are looking to put in place, they have created. So, Mr. Christopher Record, I know you must be so happy as the chairman of the AI Task Force to see what is happening in AI in Jamaica today, and how especially the young people are gravitating to its use. And so I'm very pleased to see what all the participants, what you have done. And I know some of you will not get a prize today, but we are going to continue these events, and I'm encouraging you to continue participating, because you are already winners, and you will continue to be winners the more you participate. I want to take this opportunity to just say that the prototypes you created, the problems you tackled, and the teamwork you demonstrated are all part of something bigger. You are part of a generation that will help position Jamaica as a global player in technology, innovation, and AI-driven services. And if the creativity, determination, and energy we have seen here this weekend is any indication, Jamaica's digital future is incredibly bright. And before I end, let me again say congratulations, Mr. Watall, because as I look around, I see the thoughtfulness that went into preparing this event. I congratulate you and your entire team, because here you have beds, you have areas for meals. You thought of everything to make all the participants comfortable and be able to last going through 24 or 36 hours of a hackathon. That's incredible work. Congratulations. And a lot of resources. So I really want to extend appreciation on behalf of the government of Jamaica for this investment that you're making in our young people. I know you have said you want to create 10,000 jobs in Jamaica, and for that we also say thank you, and that you have the government of Jamaica as a partner in building and creating the platform for those 10,000 jobs in the field of information technology, communication, and using AI. So again, our appreciation, and we look forward to continued partnership, including the JDF and the University of the West Indies. So everyone, I won't stay here any longer. I've cut my speech by about 10 minutes just to make sure I don't stand in your way of getting your prizes. And I know we will continue with these events. So congratulations all. Thank you for your effort. And it's a pleasure to be here to share this occasion with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, a bigger round of applause for our Minister. And we thank you so very much for sharing the government's commitment to the kind of work that Intellibus is doing, and we look forward to continued partnerships going forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the announcement of our winners of the Intellibus Hackathon 2026? Now, Minister gave a very succinct but quite poignant set of remarks, which makes way now for the announcement of our winners. As was shared, we have more than 15,000 US dollars in cash and prizes, and just in case the math class wasn't really mathing for you, but the IT class was ITing, let me put it into context for you. That's more than 2.3 million Jamaican dollars in cash and prizes. No, but it sounds like someone not hear me properly. I said it is more than 2.3 million Jamaican dollars in cash and prizes. And if we were to add the jobs and the internship value to that, I'm sure it is well in excess of $1 billion Jamaican dollars. For context, $1 billion Jamaican dollars. So of course we would not get to shortlisting without the help of our adjudicators. And at this time I invite our chief adjudicator, Tanya Correa, as well as Raquel, one of our judges, to come forward, who will give us some insight into what went into the verdict that determined our top 3 winners for this year's hackathon. Please make them welcome.
All right. Well, let me tell you first, I want to give, you guys should give a round of applause to yourselves for showing up, for just sticking through it. This was, I'm sure, challenging, difficult, exhausting, and all the other wonderful things that you can't imagine, but I just think the applause goes to all of you guys. We had such a tremendous, difficult job to figure out who are the top winners. There's tons of judges that came to me with lists of 5 or 10 teams that they wanted to bring forth, and we had to narrow it down to top 10 and ultimately to top 3. So this job has been extremely difficult. This is my 2nd year, and the improvement from everyone here has been amazing. You guys have come across super strong, solutions are amazing, and the impact is super high. One of the things that I wanted to do today is to bring a few words from our judges, and Raquel's going to share that, about what they saw today, and then I'll talk about how we selected the top 3.
All right, thanks, Tanya. Hi, Raquel Seville. Happy to be here with everyone. And again, please give yourself a round of applause. All right, so for the judges' perspective, this was really challenging. If you guys can imagine, it was really difficult for us to deliberate and choose the top 10 and then the top 3. And I think for us, it was really, we saw a lot more complete coding from persons. You guys are leveraging some of the tools that are out there to help you with your software engineering, which is great, excellent. We saw a lot more high-impact, real-world solutions, as you guys would have seen in the demos and the presentations, which is really remarkable, and we want to commend you guys for showing up and staying the course. We see a lot of teamwork, commitment, and we're really just excited that you guys have delivered here a very exciting hackathon. Thank you.
As you guys imagine, the top 10 teams showed up well. Everybody presented extremely well. the teams, the ones that had the ones that are the winners had a high impact and were able to clearly articulate what their problem statement was and how they're going to solve it. Many of these solutions are ready to be executed, and those are the teams that we truly selected as the top 3. So congratulations to all, and we're super excited to hear that. Sorry, in addition to our top 3, we also had a number of categories that met our social impact, accessibility, underage groups that are going to be shared in a minute, but we had a number of other categories where maybe you weren't a top 10, and we're also part of that award. So there's definitely a variety of teams beyond the top 10 that were also selected for that. And with that, I turn it over back to the team. That is correct.
Now you have to do better than that for Chief Judge and Raquel Seville. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our awards? So as I said, we started here at 8 a.m. yesterday, and now we are ready to give you the awards. We begin firstly with our special awards. Our special awards, which include our age group categories. And we're so happy to tell you that we had a number of students who participated this year who were under 13, but one particular group stood out for our adjudicators. Ladies and gentlemen, the under 13 award goes to a team, and they are the CKLA Coding Crew. And I'm going to take that to mean the Creative Kids Learning Academy, and I see Pernell Jr. applauding exceptionally now because I know he's a part of the quiz team there. So congratulations to the CKLA Coding Crew. And we invite Minister Charles Jr. to come on stage to make the presentation. And this year, of course, it's more than just recognition for our under 13 team, but guess what? They will walk away with 25,000 Jamaican dollars. So congratulations. Make your way center stage. Let's applaud them, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, these students are competing with students and adults, which means that they show themselves worthy of recognition today with the solution that they put forward. So Creative Kids Learning Academy Coding Crew, we say congratulations to them. And Minister Charles Jr., don't go anywhere, sir. Please stay with us, as we are going to be handing out the award for the under 16 team. Ladies and gentlemen, they will also walk away with 25,000 Jamaican dollars. And that team is from North Street. But if you know anything about North Street, you know that there are two sides. And both sides are represented this evening. So which is it? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Team STGC Knights. The top under 16 team, as they make their way, please put your hands together for them. Keep that applause going. And I know on our live stream, the STGC family must be celebrating and beaming. Of course, the team was able to also add value to the hackathon. Gentlemen, make your way up, make your way up. And they walk away with 25,000 Jamaican dollars. So we're so very proud of them. Congratulations. So we say congrats to them. So I'm listening to my producer here, And I'm taking a look at the list, Sir Charles Jr. I mean, please remain on stage because as I peruse this list, we also have a best high school cash prize. And I want to get that confirmation just by an official confirmation from my producer because I'm looking at this list. I want to verify something. But in the meantime, thank you so very much, Sir Charles Jr. So what I'm going to do at this juncture is that we're going to go to our Best Coach Award. We have one more high school award to give out, but we are going to do that in a moment. In the meantime, I'm inviting Ambassador Audrey Marks. Not quite Ambassador. Let me invite Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Gail Ranglin Edwards for this presentation. Yes, please put your hands together for her. So of course our coaches played an instrumental role in helping to get all our teams to the place where they were ready to submit their various applications. And at the end of that process, each of you in this room had the opportunity to choose your best coach. Who do you think the Best Coach Award goes to? I'm not hearing you. What's that? So the best coach will walk away with a cash prize of $2,500 US. The Best Coach Award goes to waiting for the signal, ladies and gentlemen. It's a live award show. So the Best Coach Award with $2,500 US on the table for them. So the best coach was one that was able to ensure that they supported the teams throughout the process, ensuring that they had all the information they needed, and to ensure that the teams were able to adequately and efficiently respond to the challenges given by the judges. So the best coach had the opportunity to reason with the team separate and apart from the official process. And as I said, they'll walk away with $2,500. Lieutenant Colonel Gail Ranglin, I'm going to ask you to stand down for a moment and bear with us, ladies and gentlemen, for a quick moment. I'm going to ask our DJ to just turn the music up for a little bit as I ask you for 30 seconds. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, so as I said to you, we have to get it right. And it's a live, active, flowing, dynamic situation. So we're ensuring that we have all of the information coming to us correctly. So, I'm talking to my producers, and I want to just give the opportunity to clarify an award that was just handed out. So the team STGC, though they have under 16 students, did not walk away with the best under 16 prize, but guess what? They walked away with the best high school prize overall. So I want you to put your hands together for them as we invite them on stage once again for that photo opportunity. But I'm gonna invite as well Ambassador Marks to join them for that photo op. But if she's not here, the STGC team, I'm gonna invite you back on stage. And is the team from Homewood Technical in the house? So that tells you, ladies and gentlemen, how great our high school contingent was this year. Because we had 2 teams walking away with prizes in the high school category. So the St. George's College team was able to walk away with the prize for best high school, but the best under 16 team goes to the team Homewood Technical High. So invite them on stage. No, don't just celebrate down there. Make your way on stage, Team Homewood Technical as well. Team Homewood Technical. And I understand that you go by the team name Hollywood Technical. So once again, Team Hollywood Technical from Homewood Technical High. So for this photo opportunity, I'm going to invite Mr. Ed Wattle to join them as well on stage for this photo. So I'm looking at my media partners, and once I have the thumbs up from them, then we can say congratulations to them and all the very best. Please, let's give them a round of applause in the meantime. Team Hollywood Technical from Homewood Technical High. And just to clear up, so Team Hollywood Technical will walk away with $25,000, which means that Team STGC will walk away with not 25, not 35, not 45, but $75,000 for Team STGC. So congratulations to both teams and all the very best to you. So now for the official announcement of our top coach. And I heard you saying a few names during our little moment there. So can you remind me who your pick for best coach is? What's that? Somebody said Marlon. Somebody said Jonathan. Somebody said Carlisle. I will confirm for you that Carlisle Ambersley is the winner of the Top Coach Award. And I can now invite officially Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Gail Ranglin Edwards to the stage to make that presentation as we warmly welcome Coach Carlisle to the stage. And guess what? Coach Carlisle needs to put a little bit more pep in his step because guess what? He's now $2,500 richer. No, him say him rich so him can walk slow. But please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly having made an indelible mark on the students here. And of course, our coaches play an important part in the entire process. So let's keep that applause going for our top coach. And I just want you to appreciate that that $2,500 is roughly 400,000 Jamaican dollars for context. So we say congratulations to him. Now, of course, we had overnight, as is customary with the Intellibus AI Hackathon, what we call the Capture the Flag Challenge. And this year, of course, it was with a little twist because, as was shared earlier, we have our partner, the Jamaica Defence Force, on board. And you know the JDF, when them do things, things turn up. So this year, the Capture the Flag was a little different. And our contestants had 2 hours within which to go through the particular portal, sign their teams up, and there were particular parameters for them to follow. Now, we have a winner. At this time, I'm going to invite Major Kingston to the stage. Please put your hands together for him as he will present that prize. Now, the Capture the Flag is something that all teams look forward to every single year. And for that competition, we are so pleased to announce that there is in fact a winner that will walk away with 150,000 Jamaican dollars. Are you excited for 150,000 Jamaican dollars? You don't sound very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, the Capture the Flag winner I understand is still being tabulated. So, Sir Gonzel, I'm gonna ask you to retreat for a moment. Thank you so very much. But what we are sure of at this time, ladies and gentlemen, is our Impact Awards. And of course, for us here at Intellibus, our Impact Awards are significant because Intellibus is big on community. So at this time, our first Impact Award will be given to a group that executed a solution that was germane to building and strengthening education. At this time, I invite, and not to worry, Vice Chancellor, I have the announcement in hand. So I invite Pro Vice Chancellor Sandra Maynard from the University of the West Indies on stage. Put your hands together for her, please, as she comes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Education Impact Award team will walk away with 100,000 Jamaican dollars. And that team goes by the name Run Code. Is Run Code in the room? Make some noise for Run Code, please, our Best Education Impact Award. And as I invite them to move briskly to the stage for their photo opportunity with Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor Sandria Maynard. Congratulations to the team. So, we have our capture the flag winner. As I said, dynamic situation. So Major Gunzel, 2 times the charm. Hopefully not a trend this evening. No Steve Harvey moments, especially for the big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our winner of the Capture the Flag competition is Chipmunks and Chipettes. Chipmunks and Chipettes. They had to galvanize themselves while still executing their core project to be submitted for the hackathon. And here we are with them. Some familiar faces to the Intellibus AI Hackathon, in fact. So we say congratulations to them. And as I shared with you, the prize spot turned up this year. So they are walking away with just over 150,000 Jamaican dollars to share amongst themselves. That deserves a round of applause. Congratulations and thank you so very much, Major Gunzel. We now head to the Accessibility Impact Award, and that award recognizes a team that has done work to ensure that they execute a project that will recognize the importance of accessibility. Of course, we build an inclusive Jamaica, and that is going to be very critical in how we advance towards the development goals. So to make that presentation, I invite a dear friend of Intellibus to the stage, Mr. Christopher Record. He will make that presentation. Yes, you gotta give him a big round of applause as he comes. So ladies and gentlemen, the Accessibility Impact Award goes to Team Sign Bridge. He's almost as if he wasn't sure if it's him. Make some noise for Team Sign Bridge, or is it individual Sign Bridge? Are you a team or a team? So the rest of the team left before the excitement, but congratulations to them. They walk away with a cash prize of $100,000. Team Sign Bridge. Thank you so very much, Sir Record. Our next award goes to the application which has some kind of social good, some good for community, some impact on ensuring the betterment of society. Of course, all the applications here are able to do that, but the judges found this team's application to be a standout. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite Ambassador Dr. Rocky Mean to the stage as he will make the presentation for the Social Good Award. And please give our Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister a resounding round of applause, please, as he makes his way. So the team that will walk away with a cash prize of 100,000 Jamaican dollars for their social good initiative, Their name has the word local in it. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Is team local host in the house? Team local house walks away with the prize for social good. Now you have to give them a better round of applause than that as we celebrate the work of this team and all the teams on their special initiatives. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for Ambassador Dr. Rocky Mead. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, as we shared with you, Intellibus is always big on providing a multiplicity of opportunities. And as always, we have scholarship opportunities for the Intellibus AI Academy. Let's make some noise for that. And guess what? You being here for this year's hackathon also gives you the opportunity to be a part of the fast track job placement program as we aim to provide 10,000 jobs here in Jamaica. So, we will give you an appreciation of the scholarships and job fast track momentarily. But are you ready for our top 3 awards? All right, since you're not ready, I'm gonna take a break and I'll be right back. I said, are you ready for our top 3 awardees? Ladies and gentlemen, we have our 3rd place team. This team is amongst our top 10 teams this evening. And the team in 3rd place, they decided to integrate the use of intelligent sensors to tackle a kind of problem that we have here in Jamaica that is quite experiential for every single one of us. Has anyone ever been in traffic? Ladies and gentlemen, the team that will walk away with $2,000 or roughly 300,000 Jamaican dollars, close to thereabout, is a team that executed a project called AI Traffic Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for YOLO V8. And as the team makes their way, I invite Ambassador Dr. Rocky Mead to make his way along with, so I understand that Ambassador Mead has left and we thank him so very much for being here, but I now invite Dr. Gail Edwards to make her way to the stage to make this handover to our 3rd place team, YOLO V8. Now their project, AI Traffic Jamaica, transforms passive traffic cameras into intelligent sensors that generate real-time transportation insights. Now representing the team is Ruel McNeil, Shaquille Simpson, Jordan Johnson, Aquino McBean, and Darren Downer. Congratulations, team YOLO V8. Please put your hands together for them. And it's a big check. And reminding our winning teams, do not leave. We're asking you to remain to the right of stage with the check and all team members. So you're going to remain to the side of the stage so we can ensure that we have the full team photo. So do not leave, gentlemen. Stay right in this vicinity, or if you can make your way to this side, downstage, we'd appreciate that. So they now make way for a second place team. And reminding you, these teams are chosen from the top 10 teams that were shared earlier. This second place team will receive for themselves a cash prize of $3,000 US. And as I'm guided by Ambassador Marks, this is roughly $500,000 Jamaican dollars. No, they're not so to behave when they hear $500,000 Jamaican dollars. Now, this team decided to focus on a very important facet of Jamaican society that's not just within our territorial landmass, but this team has decided to take a look at something that may be helpful for the Jamaican territorial waters. Do you have an appreciation of which team this is? Please put your hands together for the team that calls themselves Reggae Coders. And they are a part of the team from the Jamaica Defence Force, as Graham Thompson from our Intellibus team makes that presentation. Our second place team, Reggae Coders, their project tackled nautical safety with a maritime emergency and rescue platform, bringing smarter solutions to our seas. Now representing the team is Ishmael Laws, Jonna Black, O'Shane Walcott, and Melton Brown. And as I always like to use MC's privilege, I must say a special shout out to my St. Jago colleague O'Shane Walcott on the team. But congratulations to Team Reggae Coders, and Graham will make that presentation as they won for themselves almost $500,000 Jamaican dollars, or $3,000 US. Keep that applause going, please. So congratulations to our second place team. It means that we are at that juncture, ladies and gentlemen. The announcement of our winning team. But before we do that, I'm gonna put our founder and leader, Ed Wattle, on the spot one more time. I'm gonna invite you to the stage, Ed. I do want our audience to have an appreciation of your vision for jobs here in Jamaica and why Jamaica. So I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, Ed, but I do want you to just share with those in the room and those online your vision for Intellibus and what you want to do to ensure that we enrich the lives of Jamaicans.
So interesting timing, because Ambassador Marks and I were just briefly talking, because we had talked about the Guinness Challenge, and we were saying where are we going to do this? Can we fit 3,000 people in this room? And we were talking, oh, maybe we can do it in the Jamaica Conference Center. And the question is, where do you? Of course, there's a stadium next door, but it's open. And so if it can rain and we have to put tents, it will not be practical, and it's too big, relatively speaking. So I have a dream, and I'm going to dream again, and dream with me if you can. Imagine a space twice as big as this, but with a roof above our head, so the hurricane can't, bring us down. Imagine above that, 2 more floors, 3 more floors, a floor filled with coaches. Filled with coaches. Like we had coaches, but imagine a whole floor filled with coaches, people who will come from different parts of the world. Dream with me. A floor above that, of founders. Founders like Ambassador Marks, who did Paymaster, Jamaicans, who will come back because they will see this is happening. Founders who will be built from here, out of here. Gokul said the next Larry Page could be from Jamaica. I believed that a year ago, and I was so happy to hear him say that. It literally brought tears to my eyes. Dream with me, a floor above that with investors, not just people from other countries trying to come here. When I first come here, people were afraid of me. Okay, another guy who's come to take money off our backs. No, I'm putting my money in. Ambassador was asking me, where is all the money coming from? Who are the sponsors? I said, it's my money. It's not really my money. It's the money because of the hard work of so many people who have worked in Intellibus. I was born with nothing, I will die with nothing. I've just been fortunate to be here. So thank you, Jamaica. That's our dream. Dream with me.
Please do better than that for our founder, Mr. Ed Wattle. So, ladies and gentlemen, just before we do the final announcement, as Mr. Wattle just set the context for jobs, does anyone want jobs? Do I need to ask in another language because that's very fenke? ¿Nadie aquí quiere un poco de trabajo? ¿Ustedes quieren trabajar? Qué bueno. Uno va a walk? So, I have with me right now a list of 50 names that have been chosen for jobs. I also have 15 names for internships. And I have 30 names for the Intellibus AI Academy. And I begin with the 15 for jobs. Jordan Campbell, are you here? Barrington Patterson. Chester Johnson, Jermaine James, Jordan Dunkley, Luigi Woodhouse, Matthew Cross, Michael Webb, Pablo Grant, Rihanna Warren, Sydney England, Alia Reed, Aldane Clark, Alec Campbell, and Asa Benjamin. You have been fast-tracked for opportunities, job opportunities at Intellibus. Put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. Not all of them are here, but this is a representative of the 15 names under our fast-track for job opportunities for this year's hackathon. So I need y'all to give us some big smiles, like big jobs. And keep that applause going for them, ladies and gentlemen. My next 15 names are will be beneficiaries of internship opportunities at Intellibus. And they are Hayden Byfield, Ronaldo Foster, Matthew McPherson, Nitesh Liao, Raheem Doman, Akeem Burke, Akil Stewart, Amelia Cole, Amoy Graham, Anika Foster, Asani Webley, Augustine Okamba, Brianna James, Carolyn Hewitt, and Demario Escofri. Ladies and gentlemen, these persons will benefit from internship opportunities at Intellibus, Jamaica. And please, if you're here, make your way on stage for a quick photo opportunity. And as they smile for that photo op, we're not quite done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 30 spots as we have this photo opportunity for our interns. We have 30 spots in the Intellibus AI Academy that have been secured for the following persons: Talia Morgan, Abayo Taylor, Alec Campbell, Siobhan Wilkins, Christopher Thompson, Cleon Williams, Deidre Watson, Deshaun Scott, Devon Powell, Hakeem Gardner, Hakeem Messam, Jaquan Palmer, Jermaine James, Jordan James, Kevon Campbell, Maxwell Wedderburn, Nathan Crossdale, O'Dane Murray, Raheem Campbell, Rashana Powell, Rolanda Palmer, Ruth Baker, Shamar Moore, Terry Itana Toms, Trevon Johnson, Abigail Magauda, Adriel Fraser, Ajay Jarrett, and there's one more name. Akalia Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, beneficiaries of entrance into the Intellibus AI Academy. We invite you to make your way on stage very quickly for a photo opportunity. Please make your way on stage quickly for a photo opportunity. Ladies, gentlemen, make your way on stage now, sir. Make your way on stage. As we congratulate them. So congratulations to our 15 participants that secured a fast track for jobs in the Intellibus Jamaica team. Of course, our members who received internships as well as our entrance into the AI Intellibus Academy, the Intellibus AI Academy. We also want to say that this is an opportunity for you to spread the word of all the work that is being done by Intellibus. And there's so much more in store for you. But speaking about what's in store, after I get the thumbs up from my videographers here, I'm going to invite Ambassador Audrey Marks and our founder Ed Wattle to the stage for the final announcement. Ambassador Marks, Sir Wattle, please make your way to the stage. And of course, as we have the check on standby, we want to remind you that the team will walk away with not 200,000, not 300,000, not even $500,000, but they will walk away with 800,000 Jamaican dollars, which is 5,000 US dollars. I'm also inviting to join us on stage for the photo opportunity immediately after I announce our winner, our chief judge. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our winner? Drum roll, please. Our winner is Fingers Cramped. Our first place winner, ladies and gentlemen, Fingers Cramped. Their project. Argus is an AI-powered investigative assistance platform designed to help Jamaican law enforcement and the Jamaica Defence Force identify and locate missing and wanted persons faster. Argus maintains a secure facial database and uses real-time camera analysis, facial recognition, and AI aging simulation to detect potential matches across live feeds and upload imagery. Rather than traditional surveillance, Argus focuses on humanitarian recovery operations, helping authorities to notify families when missing individuals may have been located. So once I get iFenny taking that final photo, I'm going to invite our second and third place winners to make their way on stage as well with their check for a photo opportunity. Let's make some noise for a winner, please, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that applause going, keep that applause going. As we also invite our second and third place teams to make their way on stage with their check. So don't move, we're having our second and third place teams join us. So after more than 24 hours of being right here at the National Arena, this image represents the culmination of the largest AI hackathon in the English-speaking Caribbean. And I may need some assistance from my friends at Phase 3 to remove the lectern, as I think we may be in the shot. But this, of course, is a representation of Jamaica's finest. These teams made a commitment to ensuring that they participated in what? An innovative initiative put on by Intellibus Jamaica. Another round of applause to the teams. We also must say thank you to our judges. Let's make some noise for our judges, please. Our coaches. And the entire Intellibus team that's helped to ensure that this process is possible. We say special thanks, of course, to Camille and the team, but also a very special thank you to the Jamaica Defence Force for being a key and trusted partner in helping us execute this event. So of course we're not quite done, because we know that you're going to continue to follow Intellibus online on social media, but we're done with the show here this evening. So of course, until next time, my name is Javon Keys. It's been my absolute pleasure on behalf of Alexia Beckford, who has been our host as well throughout the days, and our producer, Andrew Laidley. And of course, a special thanks to the Phase 3 team. I needed to give a big shout out to Phase 3, who's helped to ensure that we have the lovely execution here today. And also special thanks to iFenny 4K. I feel like I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But there are so many people who helped to ensure that this event is possible. And we say thank you so very much to you. We thank our minister for being here this evening. But until next time, my name is Javon Keys. Stay safe and be blessed. So I'm inviting all our judges, please make your way on stage for a photo opportunity. Judges, make your way on stage for a photo opportunity.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the buses leave in 15 minutes.
And while they leave in 15 minutes, I must also take the opportunity to say thanks to Leopold, our social media executor. He's been doing an amazing job, and he's also inviting our principals, so that's Ed, as well as our minister. If you do have a few minutes, we have some media personnel who are on the ground, and they'd like to do a few media interviews with you.